There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome to another random DOS game show, and this is NetRunner from Seattle Cyber Technologies, version 1.02, and you can see by the big red lettering, it's the unregistered version. So, we have... It looks a bit BBS-y already. Yeah, look, option F, dial Fanny's freehold BBS. Let's go to NetRunner documentation. The Matrix has its roots in primitive arcade games, said the voiceover, in early graphics programs and military experimentation with cranial jacks. On the Sony, a two-dimensional space war faded behind a forest of mathematically generated ferns, demonstrating the spatial possibilities of logarithmic spirals. Cold blue military footage burned through lab animals wired into test systems, helmets feeding into fire control circuits of tanks and warplanes. Cyberspace, a consensual hallucination experienced daily by billions of legitimate operators in every nation, by children being taught mathematical concepts, a graphic representation of data abstracted from the banks of every computer in the human system, unthinkable complexity, lines of light ranged in the non-space of the mind, cluster and constellations of data, like city lights receding. Oh, it's a William Gibson quote from the book Neuromancer. NetRunner is a game based on the genre of cyberpunk and cyberspace. The object is to break into computers and steal as much money as you can. To do this, you have a cyberdeck and various programs, but the systems you are attempting to break into also have programs called ICE, Intrusion Counter Electronics. I've heard of that from Shadowrun, that will try to prevent you from breaking in. These programs can do anything from alerting a computer operator who will drop a carrier on you to trying to kill you. To start out in the game, you must first pick the NIM, short for pseudonym, that you wish to use in the game. This is the name by which all... Right, okay. What if we hit no? Right, that'll take us back in. So, let's have a look at our player statistics. I already set up a NIM while setting up the program. I am Lonnie, and I literally have just started. So my body is low, but my intelligence is high. Let's just jack in and see what happens, huh? Okay. So we can copy, delete, execute, or refresh. Or we can use an ICE pick. This reminds me of Shadowrun, specifically Shadowrun Dragonfall. And you can see at the bottom there, local sysop, and it says Exodus. Exodus is a collection of DOS games where I found this NetRunner. Let's try IcePick. Or not, apparently. Oh, it's doing something. I pressed 2, and let's hit E. Which program? Oh, right, so E to execute a program, and then we'll try IcePick. There is no ice here. Well, that is good, isn't it? So if we execute the program, 0 to transfer. You're not in a data node. Okay. So I've completely messed it. Oh. Uh-oh. The Wraith Ice is looking at you. The ice attacks. The ice hits you. Jack out. Okay. Let's try jacking in again and try that. Now, I appear to have used my one of my executable commands. Can we move with the arrow keys? No. It's all about hacking systems. But unfortunately, Lonnie doesn't know how to hack systems. What happens if we hit copy? File to copy. 2. Not a valid selection. What about 0? Program copied successfully. 1. okay, it's just saying transfer. Let's execute program 1. I'm not in a data node. I need to get, presumably, to that thing with a D, but I don't know how to move. I should have looked it up. I really should have. We can refresh. What does 4 do? Oh. 4. Oh, right. So that's movement. 2, 4, 6, 8. 6 and 8. Aha! Now we're in a data node. We can execute program transfer. Oh. Apparently I'm not in a data node. I'm somewhere. I'm hacking somewhere. Aha! I'm in a data node. Because it says data, right? Now, if I hit execute program 1, 0 credits transferred. Excellent. Good work, Lonnie. Uh-oh. Let's quickly execute command transfer. Nope. The ice white does not appreciate us being here, so let's just move on. You're locked in combat. Oh dear. Jack out. So, what is NetRunner? This is a very poor representation of NetRunner. You can look at the documentation. It's a text-based cyberpunk hacking game where you head into cyberspace and you try and avoid ice and get loot from data entries from your hacking and stuff. It's all a bit above my head, you know. But if you want to see a graphical representation of that, look up Shadowrun, Shadowrun Returns, and Shadowrun Dragonfall, and they have a sort of isometric graphical view of this, of what's meant to be happening. Now, obviously, I'm awful at it, so I haven't figured it out. But yeah, it might interest somebody with a real interest in William Gibson and Cyberpunk and so on, but it's not for me. And if you like me fiddling about with DOS games and failing horrifically, feel free to check out my other videos. I have hundreds on the channel, and if you like what you see there, well, you can always subscribe. Until next time, I'm gonna quit to BBS.